Video here by Shibuya Republic, the Tokyo real estate man. And what day is it today? January 11th? Yeah, it's Seijin no Hi here in Tokyo. And
coming of age day.
Coming of age day. Yes, there's gonna be lots of beautiful girls on the streets today. Maybe, I don't know. It's probably lockdown. The government freaking us out. You're gonna die, Corona. People call it a scam. A pandemic. I call it a scamdemic. Anyhow. But we're not going out on the street today because this sucker's got to face the Japanese road test, which is the shakan. And we're gonna work on the wipers today and improve, which is a really
electrical,
really tricky job. And this is my buddy Tim, and Tim's is really we're working together today, and but we're also good friends. And Tim is I don't know. You're kind of one of the most interesting guys I know because
I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah, but Tim,
professionally
right now, you you're a teacher, right? You're a teacher right now, but then you're a chef.
Yeah, I teach on the side.
Okay.
I fix cars on the side.
Yeah, but as you know, people know I'm in the real estate business. There's always something to fix, and I come from more the carpentry side of it. And Tim's a better mechanic than I am. This is really bad light. I guess I got to adjust the camera a little bit. But Tim's got quite a history with Volkswagen, and it started right from high school, right?
A little bit after, I went to college and studied German, and then I got a chance to go work in Germany for Volkswagen, if you can believe that.
That's great. Yeah, tell us about that job. What was that like?
It was fun. I worked in the factory and just putting the Passat together.
Oh, so you worked on the Passat line, eh? But then we've also, me and Tim's had 1,000 conversations. We used to talk about beautiful women, and cars. That's our thing we love. And used to work also for a Volkswagen dude in California. Tim's from California. I'm from Vancouver. The West Coast guys. They got to stick together.
Yeah, there was a guy that I did work for back in high school, and I guess that's where it all started. He is kind of taught me the ins and the outs of getting the Volkswagen cars together. It's called the Bug Man. He's not around anymore, but he always had a lot of girlfriends around him.
Ooh, yeah. Well, that's what we like. We like girls and cars. Girls and cars.
He wasn't handsome, but I believe he was well endowed. So he just had a lot of ladies.
He had a good wrench. Yeah. They say he had a good wrench. Okay. Anyhow, today we're going to do a bunch of work on the car today, and we thought we could make a little video about it, and then in between the stuff we'll talk about it. Anyhow, coming from here on today, this is the first cut of the fix wipers and update the lighting for the Japanese road test by the Tokyo real estate man, or Shibuya Republic.
Stay tuned. Okay. We'll be here.
I'm just going to introduce you what me and Tim are working on today. Now, this here is a Volkswagen bus, and by the way, there is the bus. This is a Volkswagen bus wiper motor. This is the wiper motor. It's really hard to come by. And a linkage, and what the linkage is basically a mechanical system, okay? And this here, this motor here rotates this one here, and then this is mechanically, and then it rotates these two brackets which turn the wipers, which are connected onto here. Yeah, it's actually it works, but I don't think it's a very good design. But yeah, what do you do? This is probably a late mid 30s design. Anyhow, and this attaches onto a bracket inside underneath the dash. So the challenge of this job is it's hard to work with underneath the dash. Have you done this one before, Tim? It's just
not for a long time.
You need to do this job. You're going to need a
ginkgo nuts.
Oh, ginkgo nuts are good for you. Yeah. I heard
they're
really good
to remember.
They're good for memory. What about reproductive health?
Possibly.
My wrench always needs help. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Ginkgo nuts. Where'd you get those anyway?
I harvested them from the park.
Okay. Well, let's just say that Tim is very resourceful.
You can buy them. You can buy the extract, or you can eat the real thing.
Okay. Yeah, I like to eat. I love the real thing. Okay.
They improve memory function, supposedly.
Okay. Well, that's the chef end of the mechanic. Okay, but this is basically coming back to it. This is what we're going to do today. I think we need a Ju or 10 millimeter. See, I was speaking Japanese. A 10 millimeter ratchet or a socket.
I know this is the power.
Yeah, that's the power, and then that's going to go. So what happens with this one too? Yeah, this is going to connect. The power of this one comes in through the switch, right? Okay, so the power is already going to the switch, and then we have to take these wires and attach them to the switch, and it's a two-speed.
Yeah, there's a high speed and a low speed.
Low speed, yeah. But you know, the truth is, this truck never goes out in the rain, so I'm never going to use it past the road test. Okay, here we go. Cut. Here's the switch, okay, and then all the wires are slightly different color, okay, so we got to do some troubleshooting with our electronics equipment to see which wires are which wires. For example, this one here is running to the ignition, right? So when the ignition is off, it's going to put the linkages into like a park position and stuff like that, and then when the ignition's on, it'll, like, yeah, it's just calibrated that way. So we got to find out which of these wires are which for which speed as corresponding to, and then we got to correspond them to the new wiper linkage motor. So that's the challenge. Lots of like mind work. A little setup, by the way. He's got a really cool van. This is like a K truck, right? And what I'm jealous about through it all is he's got doors on both sides, man. So it's like awesome. Say hi, man. There you go, man. There you go, man. And then he's got like a wicked little setup for his tools and what have you back here. So it's nice. Yeah, well, yeah, everything gets messy. It's kind of like I have a shop here in the back, and he's basically got my shop, but in his truck. It's really cold today, right? But yeah, here at the Shibuya Republic van, man.
Even with my Wonder,
feels like the countryside here, man.
Even with my Wonder grip, it's still not that wonderful.
Yeah, there you go, man. We got the stove going, man. And
that feels
yeah,
good.
This is the open sign. We're open. Right on. I know you guys are gonna laugh watching this video. What are these clowns doing? Okay, we're gonna work. Tim is doing right now is he's just testing the wires. Got to find out which is ground, okay, and which wires are hot. That's what he's working on here right now. Right now, what I'm working on, okay, which is trying to improve the lights here, because the lights were working, but they just didn't look very good. And we are gonna put. I'm trying to grab it out of my pocket right here, right now. We're gonna put these up into here. Okay, but the problem is the length of these ones here is a little shorter than the existing holes, and I just thought it was going to look shitty. So what I did is what I'm doing is I'm taking the existing bracket that was for the former light, and I'm going to put it there as a plate, and then we're going to put the new one on top of it, right there. Yeah, so that's what we're working on as well. Cool. How the former lights were, and then this is the plate that was on the other side, okay? And now what I've done is basically we're gonna end up trying to put the new lights onto the plate of the existing lights, and the plate from the existing lights, or the older lights or former lights, is going to be covering these holes. So yeah, basically I took this right now. I'm going to file it down a little bit so it's flush and can look nicer when it's used as a back plate for the lights from the from the windshield. We'll get back to the windshield, but what we're doing here is
doing the easy first.
The easy first.
Hard later.
No, but this is a little bit of a. It's not a hard job, but there's just a little bunch of little stuff. Today's an easy day. There's no hard back work today, but there's like a lot of like small little mental work and stuff you got to do. Everything's a puzzle with these old cars like this. So yeah, we're just setting up the wires for it. Right now, we're working on it, and we'll give you an update. The professors have been working on stuff. Okay, Nutty Professor 1, get over there. Okay, and now, let's see if the light's working. Signal, it's on, it's already on. Yeah. Oh, Benjamin Franklin, wires out of or from the previous older light, and what was the problem with the wires? That wire was too short, so we got the trusty soldering iron out there. And where'd you get your solder, Tim?
All kinds of, some in Taiwan.
Yeah. You know where I got my solder? I got my solder from Akihabara. That's Electric Town. Anyhow, what we're doing here, we gotta just lengthen the wire. Yeah. So there you go. A little soldering action. Is it heating up or no? How are you doing there? Oh, it's melting. It's melting. It reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. I'm melting. In here, what do we got going here so we can do?
We got our homemade ground strap.
Yeah, we got a ground strap up
Homemade
there.
ground strap,
Okay.
which we're hoping stays.
Yeah, and then we got to put everything through the middle right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
everything
through
through
that
the middle.
hole in the middle. Okay, and then your hot wire you're going to run to one end, and then your ground you're going to run to the other with the light bulb in the middle.
Hot
This is
goes
kind of
here.
old school.
Old school, but
Yeah,
it
old
works.
school, man, but it works. Yeah, yeah. You don't see this much in the modern day cars, but yeah, sometimes it can wreak havoc on your fuse box and what have you. But yeah,
We got
old school is kind of nice because it's simple to understand. So that's the thing, you know, like basically one of the lights right now on the right side is running kind of weird compared to the left side. So you can guess that maybe the wire is bouncing up against somewhere, a connection is bouncing up against somewhere, and it's shorting against somewhere. So yeah, it's kind of easy to figure out stuff. That's the thing that's good about the old school things. Okay. Scrambling away on those lights, and I'm gonna go pick up some rice balls, famous in Japanese, onigiri. Okay, from the store. It's great. Go down here, and there's a grocery store right there. Modern Etsu Petit. I'll give you a shot from inside. Anyhow, we just went for a little lunch run. Picked up some onigiri and some of that, it's kind of a hamburger eggplant. They take hamburger and it's wrapped in some eggplant, and I love it. So a couple of sets of chopsticks. I'm gonna have a little bite to eat while we're working here. And ooh, back at the store, back at the building. We made it. It's my garden right there. Here we are. Professors, we're at it again. Oh no, we got the light hooked up there. You see it right there. We got the light hooked up here. But here we go, the moment of truth. Can we have the light, Maestro? And there was light. There you go, flashing there. And so you don't know, in Japanese, for these old, in Japan, not Japanese, in the old, according to Japanese regulations, you need these lights here on the side. So that's why they're installed here. And they're not stock on the Volkswagen. But hey, well, they're on bright. And what happened, Tim, is actually these circuits, now that these wires are hitting closer, like the connections on the wires are good, the circuit is operating correctly. So they're much brighter than they were before. So we actually fixed two problems. Okay, there you go.